Okay, good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can. So, okay, cool. Any updates?
I did the paper 1, paper 2. I'm
Oh,
not the first one already. I did paper 2 today, so I haven't marked it yet.
without discussion, yeah. Okay, right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, paper 1 I got 59 out of 100.
59 sounds very good for a rusty person, right? Right.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I lost most of the marks in complex, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
I think it's just that I kind of forgot how to do.
Interesting. All right. I mean, complex are not intuitive.
Mm.
That's possible. Yep. We'll see what we can do. You mean you lost most of the marks that you predict you could get? Something like that?
For the whole paper, most of the
I mean, at
marks
most
lost to complex.
At most complex is paper 1, right?
Okay,
Most is what? 10 marks? 11?
let me check. This is about 12 marks.
12 marks. 12, yeah. Okay, about right. And you want to get more than what you got, right? Which is very fair. Which is very fair. And if you've gotten that, then you are definitely like you jump, well, at least jump 1 grade.
Yeah.
Almost. So that's nice. That's very nice.
And I realized my inequalities and graphing is a bit rusty also for some reason.
Inequalities, right, and graphing. You mean transformation, is it?
Yeah, and
right. Okay.
I think functions is
which is very very expected and not the biggest of problem. Probably. That's nice to know.
And it's just applications of integration. Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah. That is what you get out of your stock taking. You're happy with certain things. You want to improve certain other things, but it's not everything, right? It's not everything. Good. Then paper 2 haven't marked, you say yes now, right?
Haven't marked, but
yeah,
the
how do
paper
you
2
feel?
was the functions one. I couldn't do the functions question at all.
Vectors,
right. I think I got a bit rusty for planes. Yeah.
Easy to fix. Planes are very easy to fix. Good. The statistics, no comment.
Statistics. Oh, there's one question which I haven't figured out, but the rest are okay. Actually.
you are, I mean, it looks not bad lah. Paper two.
Not too bad.
Good to know. Good to know. Very good to know. I mean, you're not complaining about Maclaurin. You're not complaining about differentiation. You're not complaining about APGP and series, really?
Yeah,
I mean,
surprisingly.
acceptable lah.
Okay, but the APGP questions weren't that bad lah for this set.
Fair. I mean, it could be a easier version. Still very reasonable. Still very reasonable. Very happy. That means you know something. That means you're not fully rusty, right? You are there. You're somewhere there, right? And you're not complaining about. Yeah, not a lot of vector complaints, which is really really good. Wow. No, I can't say that I'm worried. I can't say that really. I think that your holiday will be enough for your math. You're dedicating 2 days, right, for math, right? I mean, 6 days, 6 full days, right?
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a lot of days, but that's definitely good. I'm happy with this topic. Which paper are you doing? Which school?
Oh, we have a revision package from Nanyang lah, so most of it is Nanyang.
Oh, even better. Wow, Nanyang, right?
Okay, but
Nanyang.
this one,
Wow.
this paper was really like quite standard, I think.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
the complex
nothing-
is a bit weird. Or
Right,
maybe
but
because
nothing
of-
absolutely right. Fair enough, and yet also a good way to start, right? Also a good way to stop take. We wouldn't know which one's easier, which one's harder. We wouldn't know that. So humanly speaking, good that you end up choosing this way. Good, very good. Yeah, can't say I didn't complain. Can't say. Any other updates?
Also, we talked about lit on Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then I was talking about like not being able to find time to read the whole book.
Yes, and we haven't
Actually,
addressed that. But yeah, the same.
I got back one of my tests like the other day, and I realized I got quite low because I wasn't using the correct quotes. So I do still have to read the book, but I also found a way to like allocate time to read the book without like sacrificing too much time during the holidays. Actually, I'm gonna finish Pride and Prejudice by around 9 June. Reading like 3 chapters a day only.
3 chapters a day is not a lot. I mean, good for absorbing, right? 3 chapters a day, 20 days. I don't know, 20 days. And 3 chapters a day is 10 minutes, I think. 3 chapters. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, maybe.
At most an hour.
How long? 3 chapters an hour?
Huh? No,
Sorry, what? What? 3 chapters an hour?
At most.
You're reading in a intentional and specific way, is it?
Yeah.
You're trying to read and memorize certain quotes along the way. Is that what you're trying to do in the one?
Okay, I'm also like compiling a set of notes actually. So I don't have to like flip through the whole book to look for a quote because I can refer to this set of notes also.
Which is nice.
So as I'm reading,
nice.
I'll be like compiling at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, then the 1 hour makes sense. Because if you're just reading through a book, just like a normal reader, right, without any other intention, then you will take 10 minutes, I think. But you're doing some work that you need to do, right? Just 1 hour per day seems like a very good thing. Very, very good thing. Now 61 chapter doesn't sound so scary. is what I feel that you're saying. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy that you're working through this. So what you're saying is that you're just lacking the code in order to achieve a certain level.
Yeah, and I also realized like another weakness but I think that one can be fixed like through
I
practice.
mean, this is really good news. I mean, you know what you have to do, and you're doing. You know how to do it. And yeah, very good. Good. Daniel, I can see you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Cool. Are we continuing from last time?
Yeah, complex numbers.
Sure. I'll join you in that Jamboard. So really good to know, Keiko. Really good to know you discovering your own way is probably better than whatever we discussed.
Oh, I'm still gonna do what we discussed though. It's still like a lot faster.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm still gonna do what we discussed the other day.
What did we discuss? What did we discuss? What?
Like you remember there's like the whole list of themes.
Grouping, yeah, the grouping stuff.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that also.
You mean you finish the grouping roughly, right? You mean you're gonna go through your main ideas lah. That means you're gonna simulate the questions, right? Because
yes.
I think that's the important thing, and then you're gonna simulate what ideas and get them ready lah. That's part of your preparation lah. To have the main ideas like of a certain question, which I think is a very good thing, because it becomes more similar to like a bio exam. I mean, predictability, right? Predictability, right? Where we're just trying to aim for that, right? Which is nice, very nice, very nice. For training purposes, I guess not a lot of things are better than predictability. Even though it can be something hard to do, but it is predictable, we can probably find a way to train for it, right? So you're saying that literature is currently predictable in many levels. The quotes, the questions, and structure of ideas, right? That's what you're saying. I hope that's true, of course. But if that is true and that's enough to achieve, the level that you want, then very happy and not surprised that we can achieve it later. Very right. Okay. Sounds good to me. Anything else that worries you for your, study plan, right? Study plan for, holiday and everything.
Not really. Yeah.
Are you sure that you're in a phase of you know what to do and you just have to do it properly? Are we at that
before today, I was slightly concerned about Lit and GP because I realized my essay writing is not as strong as it used to be, but I figured out something like this afternoon. Yeah.
Essay, yep. Nice. Oh, yeah, that means things are already in your mind and you're just processing them and you're just collecting the solutions. Yeah. I mean, you are in the right mindset.
And I think this is where the voice typing is gonna help a lot also. Well, I try to fix the problems.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Just one more thing to help you. It's not a very major thing, but it should be helpful actually. Right. To smoothen your thinking, your thinking speed. That's the greatest advantage I think I find. Okay, right. With Daniel a bit. So Daniel, we were at question 3 and I told you that you shouldn't be doing question 4 by yourself. Fair enough, right? Are we on the same page here? I'm looking at page 7, question 4. Yeah, question 4. So I was telling you that. No, question 4 will be a little weird also. There will be something new that we can discuss. Okay, so are we continuing there?
Yes, please. I had a go at it. I tried
Yeah,
to
yeah.
let z equals like 1 minus 1. The like
1 minus
try to
1.
let it equals like 1, let it equals minus 1. And see if I can find any roots in the basic stuff or nothing yet.
Did you kind of use the information they give you, which is they have a root, right? They have a root in the form of ki. That's not a fully revealed root, but that's definitely something. No. Without the use of Oh, without the use of Delphi calculator, they wouldn't. Okay, right. Did you manage to use that information somehow?
No.
Then I'll start from there. Now, as for you, Keiko, should we be discussing some question for math?
Yeah, I guess
Sure
complex.
thing. Yes, let's do that. Right. Let's act on that. Tell me which page. You put it in and then also. Daniel, I'm using the information very similarly to the question before. Because the question is very similar in that way. The question tells us a certain root, and then that is speaking a lot, right? I can use them, even though here he's telling me a bit half-half. He just tell me root AI, right? So what can I take from it? First of all,
Assume conjugate.
the conjugate thing is yes, because again, why? There's a prerequisite for the conjugate thingy. What is it? You can just look at the previous. No, don't remember, but look at the previous Jamboard. Never ask you to remember, but it's there in the Jamboard.
No complex coefficient.
Yeah, which, just to confirm, is true here or not according to you?
True.
Nice. So there's the conjugate thingy. And just to make it very clear that therefore this first root, let's call it Z1, right, is therefore not A plus BI. The A is gone. The A is 0. That's basically what he's saying to us. So far, so good. It's only BI or KI in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Will that be okay? So therefore, Z2 will be minus BI or minus KI in this case. Let's just change it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, these are the two things that I can get from what he's telling me, and I'm sorry. I must be tired today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I read the question. Yeah. I missed this one. Show. Yeah. Show. So no, I must pretend I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I don't know. I cannot use it. I cannot. Sorry. Yeah. Just wasted your time a bit there. I cannot conclude that Z1 is Ki and Z2 is minus Ki because this is show. Are you okay with that? I cannot use it at all. It's not them telling me that the root is there. It's them telling me that if I do something, the answer key will be like that. So I cannot use that information. Will this be okay?
So your audio is a bit bad.
I'm sorry, what?
Your audio is a bit bad. What do you say?
Right. I cannot use Z1 equals to Ki and Z2 equals to minus Ki. I cannot. Are you clear why?
No.
Because show is answer key. Answer key not supposed to happen at the start of my work. It's supposed to happen at the end, which basically means I cannot use it at all in my work. It's supposed to be the result of my work. Answer key, man. Short answer key.
What are
Is
you talking
this
about? Answer
okay?
key?
This is not okay. This is not okay at all. When they tell us show, when they tell us show that the equation has a root blah 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 blah, he's telling us this is the answer key. Look, this is an answer key. This is basically the behavior is an answer key, but a short one. This is clear first or no? I'll be glad to explain. This is very important.
I get what you're talking about, but I'm a bit confused why you call it answer key.
Yeah, because I cannot, because you cannot use an answer key in your work. That's what I mean. That was my mistake. I thought I could use it.
Your terminology is just weird. That's all.
It is an answer keyword.
It's an answer.
It is an answer key.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Makes sense what, right? It's a short answer key, just like how your tutorial gives you that small thing at the end of there. Something like that. But this one, it's formally written by the question maker. Like he's telling you, I am telling you the answer key. So helping you, but you cannot use it. Okay. Something like that. I'm giving you a hint, but you cannot use it at the start. Okay. Very good. I gladly accept the hint, but I cannot use it. I know nobody else said it that way, but the behavior is exactly like answer keyword.
Okay, can we get started on the question?
Without the use of graphic calculator. Wow, I'm going to use it. Wow. Let me think carefully. Yeah? Is there a way to not use it? Yeah. Okay, so without the use of graphic calculator, it means that we can use normal calculator. Right? Okay, so help me on this, Daniel. We just you're saying that you tried something like this, right? Let's try, try guessing. The one of the root is, let's say, 1, correct? 1. I'm guessing you try plus minus 1, something like that. Plus minus 2, plus minus 4, and plus minus 8. Am I correct? Something like that. Something like that. Is that correct? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, just
did you try that? That means use a factor theorem lah. You're trying to guess the factor and testing them out lah.
Yeah, that's what I said I was doing.
Correct. So which one is proven to be wrong by the test lah? Plus 1, minus 1, both are wrong.
Yeah.
Plus 2, minus 2.
Haven't tried.
Then kindly try 2. Well, if cannot, then we'll do something else already. But theoretically, we should to try 4 and then 8 lah. But could you please try plus 2 and
are these like
the roots of 8 lah? But the roots, the factors of 8. When we talk about the factors of 8, yeah, I'm just trying, the obvious thing first lah. Obvious things first. Which is again plus 2 and minus 2, both should be tried lah. Should be attempted. Would you kindly do that using a normal calculator, right? That's right. Yes. Okay. It's a good start. It's a good start. Yeah. We're not using the KI. It's a good start, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. Wait. Question. Sorry, Keiko. Page 2 is the question. Let me confirm that. Which one is the question?
Yes. From
Page
page 2
2, right?
onwards.
Right, which is that's the function, and then page 3 is because I was extending complex. There is a good statistic question, and then there is a what some sort of function, right? And then there is a complex, right? Okay, so question page 2. What is your problem?
I think I just didn't really know how to do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't do part A also.
So
I
they give you
circled it
H,
at
they
first,
give you G.
I circled it at first because I thought it was just the typical like explain why the function exists.
No, he wants you to make it exist, right? He wants you to
Yes.
make it exist, right? So we have to probably look at it at maybe more than one angle, lah, you know. But it's not a very weird question to ask, lah. So instead of asking you whether it exists or not, just make it so that it exists. It's actually kind of a similar thought process, nothing very different, lah, right? So a few things that you have highlighted is that the range of so there's this right, and this already should be giving you an answer. I'm guessing already, right? Because the range of H, right? So the range of H, you gotta find the range of H because this is the domain, the domain of H. You have, I'm sorry, wait, right. So you gotta find the range of H, and then you gotta compare it with the domain of Y, and then because the range of H is affected by the domain of H, that's where you get to manipulate the M. That's probably one part of the answer already. Did you try that? Am I making any sense? That means I think you should act on this. Am I making any sense at all?
I guess.
Right. So find the range of H, which should be affected by M, which then will help us with the comparison. I'm sorry. Do you need my help to do that?
Range of H.
Finding the range of H, which is not difficult to do. Surprise, surprise. Not at all.
I can find it without knowing M.
Kind of, yes, kind of. So again, I will. Okay, let me put it this way. No matter how they train you, finding the range of H is visual. Again, which is to say, if you could just draw the graph in a good way, you know the range. Really. No matter how they train you, that is the thing to do. So, for example, you don't know. Actually, I doubt that you don't know how to draw. You could draw this even with M. Correct or not? You probably could. If you don't know how, I'm going to give you a hint. Not so difficult. Could you, however, try to draw the graph of H even with the M?
What if I just put like M equals to 1?
You can, but you don't have to. But you can. But if you do that, you will still have to revert back to M later on. And you do it with M, where by indirect or by direct method, whichever.
Yeah, all don't work.
Oh dear. Okay, so let me confirm this, Daniel. Plus and minus 1, no. Plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 8, all just does not work. Yes. Oh, scary. Correct? You tried plus and minus, right? Just to confirm.
Of course, it wouldn't work. You're supposed to find that the root is complex. Right.
I'm not sure that we're in the same frequency. So I'm trying to do it first. Right? Let me just try this first. Yeah? Let me just try this first.
If one
Oh
of the
yeah.
roots is complex, that means it wouldn't be so nice that one of the roots has 1, 2, 4, 8. I'm just guessing.
There are four roots. There are four roots, yeah. Four roots. How? Well, I'm just guessing because x to the power of z to the power of 4. So there are four roots. So two of them will be ki and minus ki. True lah. But nothing stops the root 3 and root 4 to be just a nice, simple real number. Nothing lah. I'm hoping that it might be the case lah. May not be lah, but test first lah. Is what I'm thinking lah. Does that make some sense? The root 3 and root 4 is still open. Might be. If that makes some sense. Right? And I'm testing them by simply inputting in the equation, right? So, is that what you do? Because if not, I also want to try to do it. Yeah, a bit rusty, so I want to try to do it also just to keep my calculator flowing. So currently, I am doing, I'm writing the equation in my calculator as x to the power 4 minus 2x to the power 3 plus 6x to the power n using a normal simple calculator. And then I'm going to input x equals to 2 and then x equals to minus 2 and so on and so forth, like going through. Just to confirm, is that what you did?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, things are not looking good. Oh, things are not looking good. Yep, yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. You cannot plot. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm resisting using the KI, yeah. So Daniel, you give me some time, yeah. I'm a little lost here. Let's do
questions.
Right. Let's do the question 5 while I think about it. Right. Okay. So for question 5. No, please don't. Unless you want to.
I don't know, man. This seems pretty. You spend like at least half an hour on every question so far.
Because of the explanation you did, right?
Yes, no.
Right. I mean, that means that this is the questions to talk about, right? Not the other easy questions. Unless the exam will be easier than this, right? Fair enough, right? You're getting a lot from the half an hour, right? At least that's what I hope.
Do you want to see my questions, the complex number questions that I had on my class test?
Sure. That would be nice. If it's harder than this, then we are in big trouble, right?
I'm quite sure they were easier. It's just that I had not revised them at all.
If they are easier and this is harder, should we do the easier one or the harder one?
This one is just some random questions.
These are some random questions. So I'm sorry, I thought this is from your teacher. No, I'm sorry. Yes, no.
No, it's not. It's not.
This is from where? This is a paper tuition that you have. What?
Yeah, other tuition.
Which is which talks about last year. Which is for local student or for IB student?
IB students. But I think the teacher may have set purposely hard so that the strategy is make it harder when you're practicing, so the exams are easier. But that I don't mind in our context.
I mean, I don't mind if you are certain about it, I don't mind at all. But you better be certain about it,
Let's just
I mean,
take a look at my
80%
task
certain.
list and then decide.
Can. Please put them in. Nico, do you need help in drawing H?
Wait, do you mean like I just draw a quadratic graph?
Yeah. Which must be it, right? It must be a quadratic graph and it must be a U, right? And then the roots will be 0 and M. Correct or not?
Yes.
Pretending, I'm assuming that M is positive at this case, right? It could be negative. So I'm assuming that for now.
They say it's positive.
They did say, I'm sorry, right? My reading is very bad today, yeah? Right. And here, with no surprises at all, in the middle is M over 2 lah. Nobody surprised. And then therefore, the graph to worry about is definitely only this half. Very convenient lah, right? And like this, I can know the range. What is the range? Visually, it is apparent to me that that is the range, and this will be plus infinity. I just have to find this value. That will be my range, and it must be somehow affected by the m. Am I making any sense? Right. So I need the minimum y. I need the y minimum, and I get my range. Right. Okay. Oh.
Okay, moving on to page 12.
Oh.
Okay. You might have to make it a bit bigger.
I will try it. I'll make it bigger. You put one question, right? Okay, one question. And this is from your class.
Sorry,
Okay,
this is not the class test, is the 2021 prelim paper.
Fair. That's a very fair standard. This is one root, correct? And this is another root lah. So this is your, oh my goodness. So they tell you everything lah. Z1, Z2, and Z3 is immediately 1 minus IB lah, right? Okay, and there's only 3 roots lah. See, 3 roots. Finding the B, P, and Q will be extremely easy given these 3 roots lah. You are right lah. This is not difficult at all. Do you know how to do this?
Compare coefficient.
Yes. I'm sorry. What do you mean by compare coefficient? Like you're comparing with what coefficient?
The root can be.
All right. I'm going to stop you here. Okay, I promise to explain why this is not correct, right? I promise, so that you don't keep doing it, right? Let me give you an example. So let's say the root is something simple. Let's say the roots are not complex. Huh? The roots are 2, 5, and minus 1. Pretty simple. Now, you tell me using normal math, what is the cubic polynomial equation? What is the equation that has these 3 roots? Can you tell me that?
Let's expand
is it 2 times 5 times minus 1? Just to confirm, is that how we find the equation if we are given the roots?
No.
I am pretty sure it's not the case, but it's something related to this, and therefore this is also not correct. What do we do, however? What do we do will be exactly what you need to do here. What do we do? Think about the 2, the 5, and minus 1. What do we do? and you multiply all of them, right? Yeah, I agree with you. And don't forget to put an A in front, right? So this is exactly what you need to do with the three Z's.
What
Exactly.
do you need the A for?
You cannot usually unless they somehow tell us, you don't assume that the A is one. You assume that A is something that you need to find. But in this case, look at the guy Z cube. The Z cube in front here is 1. So clearly A is 1, so you don't have to bother about it. Clearly, they did tell you that basically in this question. That's why the question is also not very difficult lah. There's no hidden thing. So could you do this for the Z's, the roots? Minus 3.
The graph looks a bit like. And then.
Nice, Daniel, nice. This is the graph of G, which we can graph. Very nice, right? Currently, you don't need to find the range of. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, you need this G in the first one. What am I talking about? My reading today is better. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah. Are you saying that you found the G inverse? I'm sorry. No, you don't need. No.
Oh, it's here.
There you go. And then what you need to do is find because the domain of G is given, and that will be the range of G inverse, right? That will be the range of G inverse, which is what you did. So you do need the range of G, right? You do need, and it's not very difficult to find the range of G or the domain of G inverse. It is not very. Do you know how to? I'm sorry.
I mean, since it looked like that, I just tried to find this symptom.
This is G inverse, right? Sorry, this is G inverse or G? I'm sorry.
This G.
This is G. Okay, and then you just find this asymptote and you have the range of G, which is your domain G inverse, which is very helpful. And which you did. I'm sorry, which you did. That's why you did all that. So you have this and then you have that, and then you do a comparison and you should have, I think, one part of the answer. I'm not sure this is the 4 marks, but this is definitely 2 marks if you compare properly. So what do you do with these two things? Nice. Yes, you can compare the coefficient here very well. Wonderful.
Oh, it's this M square. I should have 2 answers, right? Wait.
Let's think about it. Maybe we should put forth the 2 answers and think about them. I'm sorry, Daniel. This -2 come from where? -2 times it. Sorry, this -2 come from where? Sorry.
Because there's no Z.
Wait, let me check forward. Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm sorry. So, I'm sorry. Just to confirm that this is the result of this times that. Am I correct? Is that what no? What?
Yeah. 1 times -2 and B squared times -2. Because they are the only things without Z. And -10 is also the only thing without Z.
The -10 is definitely correct. Sorry. So let me confirm that. Go on first. I'm just confirming one thing. Go on. Right. Yes. And that is all correct. Let me just confirm that is all correct. Yes. Minus I squared. Yes, wonderful. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, all good stuff. Yeah, seems totally agreeable. Right. Thank you. All right, good. Sorry, Keiko. First of all, this probably doesn't make a lot of sense. If this is a square, this probably isn't minus 12.5 and 12.5, 12 over 5, but probably not.
Oh wait, yeah, I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. This is probably fine, and you probably want to do slightly more, but going in the right direction, and I probably won't. Yeah, you think about it for a while. If you're rusty, important to address, right? Yeah, I agree with you, Daniel. This is not as hard as the practice just now. Definitely not. And just correct one simple concept, and you can do it. Right? Anything else? Any other? And maybe one more complex number question, just to confirm that we're dealing with this standard. I'm very happy with it already.
Okay, let me search things.
Mhm.
Let's see what I can find.
Because after 2-3 minutes, if you're stuck here, please tell me you're stuck. Maybe you're rusty. Let me show you how, right? Yeah, because the frequency a bit off, right? Like sing dong ding dong like that, right? For 2 or 3 minutes, right? The inequality should be throwing you off here, should be .
Yeah, that was another question that I couldn't do also.
Correct. It's the inequalities that's throwing you off, and it will be very good to understand it today. Not a difficult thing to settle, yeah, not a difficult thing, but just a bit still. That is a good thing to do. Yeah, good, Kiko, good. No. Keep it exact, Keiko. No, don't go to the decimal thingy. No need. There's no need to do
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna check. Wait lah.
Yeah, don't. How right. Checking is good. Right.
Oh yeah, I didn't square the thing just now. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just plus minus the square root, right? Which you can simplify if you want to, but I'll keep it like that for now, right? Right. So we got that. Yeah. And the drawing is nice. What you're doing is nice. So your answer should be great. Good. Yep. Nice. Is this the answer? Since we are relearning stuff, this seems, we're trying to address some skill gap at a basic level. Just check the answer key first so that we know, are we in the right direction or not? Then you think about what you do if we are correct. Don't rush. If you're correct, don't rush. Stop. Let me ask you something right? Daniel, are you okay? Is it possible to get another complex question? Because every paper just one month. Yeah, you should switch to another paper. Yeah, should have.
I've been searching a few papers already.
But each paper should have one. Should. Very good. Yes, Keiko. Yes, correct.
That was from the
correct. Which is why I say we look at it from different angles, right? The other angle is the m is a positive constant.
Okay.
Which is that happened to another student. So I thought it was right. So this is the other angle I'm talking about. Usually I look at it at least maybe another angle, which is the limitation of G inverse . Will G inverse give me some problem or not? Usually but other than that, those are the three things you cover.
Actually, this question is quite new to me. I don't think I've ever done this before.
I am very confused why you say that. Suddenly. Really? Really? Like,
Think so.
when you were doing this topic, we were having creation, right?
Yeah.
The logic I said to you is new. Let me confirm that first. The logic I say to you is new. Investigate this. Like, you know that this is what you're supposed to do, and then I just direct you to do this. The fact that the domain of H affect the range of H. That is new.
I mean, I couldn't really get the graph also myself.
Which is method-wise is like the best thing to do. Like the fact that you should think about using a graph or drawing a graph, and then you should be able to draw it also. Like that's also another thing. Those things are considered basic. That means it's not just this question being there. Definitely not. Which is to say, if they ask you a slightly different question, this skill will still probably be what you do, which is a good thing. So I think you should look forward to practicing this skill in the function question. Pretty much around there one. Because you seem to have other basic skills, You're not blank, here. But you're missing on something which is important, I think. Definitely. If this is your taking style of function, I'm not too worried. Just practice a bit more. Simple, very simple one. Okay? Nothing terribly bad here.
Nothing.
Yes. No. Oh, wow. I'm really? Other papers don't even have polynomials? No, complex. Do you want me to take a look quickly? Oh.
I'm searching for papers, but I can't find any.
Oh. Okay. But now I'm not terribly worried. No. If that's the tuition for IB, the tuition teacher might have taken from local school. Right. Which is unnecessary. You see. Please let us confirm when you get more papers, okay? Let's still confirm, okay? If you're happy with I'm reasonably happy. We just have to practice more, and we cannot practice using your question. We cannot. Not this thing. Right? Should we, because we haven't practiced the Moivre, for example, right? We haven't done that. We haven't practiced Euler also, which worries me a little bit. Then what should we use then?
I have some questions on the walls.
Okay. Yeah, let's not use this. You mean this is the paper you have? If you have another piece of paper, or maybe practices or tutorial from last time, maybe your tutorial would be helpful. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger. Right. Let me confirm that this is De Moivre. De Moivre is not usually phrased this way. Wow. Okay, fine. Daniel, again, let me confirm. This is in context a complex number question, really. We could do this without complex number. We could use this with identities of trigonometry. I'm just making sure.
The whole.
Because it feels like more like a trigo question here with identities to be used. I know the complex number have sine and cosine, but they also have an I. This guy have no I. So I'm just making sure.
Let me put in one more question.
Sure.
This one works.
Keiko, to confirm, you are not stuck currently.
I'm trying to do part B. like the second
Yes,
part.
yes. The function f is equal. Yeah. Okay. For all x in the domain of f, which is nice. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Determine the possible values of. Let me just check Daniel's question just to make sure that it is complex first. Nice. Yeah, it's the paper that you use, right?
Yeah.
Again, this paper complicated lah. Yeah,
But that's all
wouldn't be productive if you just get from your previous tutorial. You should have tutorial from your complex number chapter lah. That might be better. You will be frustrated if we have to talk about all this, You won't be happy lah. You won't be happy. I'd rather talk to you about another topic first, then come back to when you have the papers lah. Really better that way lah. This is already a bit. He's combined. Never mind. Really, no. Let's not use this. Really, let's not. What is this? What is this paper trying to do? BCD is not even complex, No, I'm sorry. C is complex if you want to. Yeah, correct. C is complex. Yes. D is complex. C is not. D. What? Nah. Please don't use this. Please don't. Okay. If you cannot get your previous tutorial, let's move chapter first. Let's discuss another topic, right?
I have to.
You'll be fine.
Here.
That would be very nice. Yeah. Keiko, you have this, you have that. Yeah. Yeah. So let me just again. Here's your f inverse. And this is equal to f because that's what he say, right, Keiko? That's what he say lah. X plus a over 6x minus b. I'm just trying to do what he's telling me to do lah, right?
Okay. Wait, this thing applies here, right? I can't really remember.
That also applies, but I'm not sure that is what what is useful here. But yes, I'm sorry. Of course, that always applies. It always applies everywhere, because that's the function of an inverse. That's what inverse means, but not sure that's what we're aiming for here, because I am simply doing this, which doesn't happen in every question. This doesn't happen with every question. It happens here. I'm going to make use of it. Make sense? One more time. This is not normal. He say, same. Okay, I'm using it. Something like that. Okay, give it to me, man. Let's see whether I can handle it or not. Which is what I'm trying to do here. And I'm trying to do a comparison and see where we are getting from, where we can get from there. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and take a look for a while because it might not make a lot of sense. Okay. This is a tutorial. I like it. He wants you to prove. I don't mind proving. Daniel, I'm going to give you, wait, what? Let me think for a while. Your de Moivre is interested in the binomial. I guess that's fine. I guess we can do that. I'm reading all the questions for a while. Well, this one is not very easy. Okay, so Daniel, if you look at, for example, question 7, right? Question 7, and then question 6, okay, and actually 4, 5, 6, 7. These are legit exam questions, right? I'm guessing lah what your exam level, but these are very legit exam level questions. They're not particularly easy, and some of them are quite difficult. Now, why am I telling you this? Because although question 1 and 2 seems to be important, like the connection between binomial and the Moivre, whatever the Moivre is, whatever it is, and then hence, but it is not useful in question 4, 5, 6, 7. Question 3 is useful in 4, 5, 7. That's the basic lah. So now you have an option. We discuss from question 1, 2, or we go to 3 for now, go to 4, 5, 6, 7, while I figure out why they want you to connect between the Moivre and binomial lah. Because I'm not seeing it right now.
Sure, let's do 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, let's do question 3 first, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Okay, 3 will be what you need for 4, 5, 7, 8 lah. Right, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so I'm gonna... let me confirm first that you need some revision for question 3.
Maybe.
Okay, so if I want to find z, first thing first, I will realize that I probably want to square root cube root 8i. When I want to cube root 8i, I think time for the Euler form to shine. Time for it to shine. So I'm trying to do that lah. I'm trying to do that. Okay, so I'm trying to do, oh wait, this is 8i. There you go. Right, so my angle is clearly 90 degrees. Will this be okay? My length will be 8 length. This be okay so far. So therefore, converting to Euler form will be the length 8 ei pi over 2. That's my starting point. This is where I can now cube root stuff. Will this be okay?
Yep.
Then can you continue from here then? Okay, Kiko, I will be doing something else. I'll be doing something else, not what you're doing so far.
Okay.
Let me put it in page 3. Let me just confirm that there's no copying error. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking something very simple, Keiko. I'm comparing them because they look almost the same. I mean, except for the fact that this guy. So I'm just slightly disturbed by this one. Okay. So I'm going to do a simple comparison, and I'm gonna adjust my approach, right? That way. So sorry, from and this x. To say this will be 1 over bx plus 8 over 6 over bx minus 1. So I'm happy with this, and now I can do a comparison between this and that. So b equals to 6 over 2. Then I can do a comparison between it's a bit weird, this is. Right, so for Daniel, do you know how to find more of the answer? So there's supposed to be 3 answer, and that is the De Moivre theorem. The De Moivre theorem will play a part here. Right, so 1 more and 3 more. It's a bit. Chico, would you give it a try first? It feels a bit weird, but would you please give it a try in page 3? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to explain that. So now, look at this guy. Actually, it's just very simple, right? So look at this. Sorry, different part. So 8e 2 is the same as 8ei pi over 2 plus 2 pi. Will this be okay so far? Does this make any sense to you? So therefore, now for the second answer, which the answer will be 2ei, in this case, pi over 6 plus 2 over 3 pi. That's the second answer.
And the next one is plus 4 pi.
If they have a usual limitation, the usual limitation for z is like this. Z and pi. So between this and that, this is a usual limitation. I don't see it anywhere here. I'm just going to assume that first. Yes, I'm expecting to see this in the next question. So if I do that, plus 4 pi will not help me here, right? Plus 2 pi will, because this is definitely still smaller than pi. Would you please confirm that this is smaller than pi? This will be around 5 over 6 pi. Right? You confirm that first. So this works.
Okay, and then
right. Okay, Keiko, I think you make a mistake, and that's why things are weird. So I circle your mistake. Okay, in question page 2, I think that's fine. So now instead, I'm going to do 8ei pi over 2 minus 2 pi, which is just going the other way around. And this will help me find a more appropriate answer according to this supposed range. Something like that. And voila, De Moivre. Would you please do the third guy? Keiko, do you see your mistake? It was page 2, the blue circle. That's why the answer is very weird, I think. Keiko, are you okay? Page 2.
wait, are you serious? The entire De Moivre is just you add 2 pi.
No, the De Moivre sounds more complicated than this. The De Moivre says that there will be 3 roots if you cube root. There will be 4 roots if you root 4, root 5, and that's on. And then all of them will lie in a circle. Blah 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 yada papaya. I mean, I can explain you the whole thing. The point is, De Moivre convinces you to find more than 1 root. I'm being very practical here. I'm being very practical. I mean, you want me to make life more difficult? I can.
No, thank you.
Right? I'm trying my best to make life easier for you.
It's so different. Because the answer is these are the answers.
Okay, right. He never specified that z should be this form, yeah? Right. So now let's check it out. Let's check it out. Now, I'm going to write the num here so that I have more space. Yeah? Right. Okay. Let's check them out and see what's going on here. That's minus 2i, right? Okay, good. I am predicting that if I change the Euler form to the Argand or Cartesian form, then I will get this tree, right? Okay, so let's change this. So what is this? This must be something with 30 degree, just making my life easier, right? I over 6 30, and this is 2 right? That's 2 That's what this means, correct? So the guy in front is what, and the guy here is what? Help me out, Daniel. The guy in front here is what, and this is what? This is the normal way of changing from Euler to Cartesian, vice versa. Simple trigo, come on, simple trigo.
Inverse sine 30 times.
No, it's not inverse sine 30. This is 2 sine 30, and this is 2 cosine 30. If you could confirm that first.
Oh,
simple
yeah.
trigo, will that be okay?
2 sine
Clear,
30.
yeah? Okay, now, right. So what is sine 30 lah? What is sine 30? Sine 30 is half, correct? So this one is going to be 1 lah. And cosine 30 is the special angle root 3 over 2 lah, which is root 3 lah, okay? Am I making any sense here, Daniel? Like, are you remembering the trigo here?
Yeah.
All right, so because of this, I have the Cartesian coordinate. So what is the Cartesian coordinate here? The x and the y, yeah. The x and the y is? I'm not making any sense here. This is totally new, is it? This is just totally new.
Where are you?
I'm off, is it?
I cannot hear you. I cannot see.
Root 3 and 1. The yellow stuff are not approving. Root 3 and 1, right? Root 3 and 1. So root 3 is the x, y is the 1, right? So this point is root 3 plus 1i. Is this okay? Therefore, that's the first answer. Now, at this point, what do you want? What do you want? Shall we go and prove that everything is there, so that you can do this yourself if they need to? So why don't you try to do it for the second answer? I'll draw for you, then you can try.
Sure.
150 degree, there you go, which is 5 over 6 pi, right? And then the length is also supposed to be 2. So I need this guy and I need that guy. Who are they supposed to be? That's for you to do, yeah? That's for you to do, the x and the y, yeah?
Isn't it just the same? It's 1 and 2, 3.
I know, so...
Minus.
All right, so then what will it be? Yeah, okay, good. Then would you like to try the third guy? Would you like to try it? I'm so sorry. The third guy, same process, right? Drawing stuff and everything. Like you haven't tried to draw it. Like this is the third guy. The third guy is you start from this guy and then I'm so sorry. My Jamboard is confirmed. You try this guy and then you retreat and then you have something and then you can, do the whole process.
You minus 2 pi this time.
Yeah, I minus 2 pi and then I root 3 and then, yada, 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 the whole process. Right? Might as well you try to do it, right?
Then it's supposed to be 2 EI. Why is it 8 EI?
Start from this. The original one 2 pi and then minus 2 pi, and then we root them, and then we root 3 them. So this. Right. So you're supposed.
What the hell?
I suggest that you just erase my working and just try to do the first one first. I think there is something missing here. It feels that there's something missing here, like in the basic stuff. Maybe you missed a class or something, right? If you're confused, I mean, just do it lah.
Yeah,
what else can I say, right? Before, I'm sorry, after fixing that,
okay, I'm a bit confused by this step.
Which one? I'm sorry, are you at page 2 or page 3?
Page 3.
So what changes after the correction just now? There's something changes, right? The plus, right? The plus. Yeah. Which one? The
plus, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That might make more sense. That might actually make more sense. So let me try to fix that. So I am sorry, yeah. So this is supposed to be minus. Yeah, okay. This is supposed to be minus, right? This is supposed to be a minus, and this is currently plus. So that is a bit disturbing, but I think that is actually a good thing. So what we do is something very simple. So the minus, so it will be, I'll take up minus 1 over b, right? I'll take out 1 minus over b, and then I'll get a plus 1, and then here it will be minus 6 over b, right? Making any sense so far? Am I making any sense? Because I'm trying to make both plus 1 for the sake of comparison. That's what I'm trying to do. Would this be okay?
Okay, you mean like that, right?
That is.
It's not multiply, right? Wait.
No, it's an axiom. It's an axiom. Right? But this, sorry. This becomes that. This.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Daniel. All right, I'm seeing stuff. Good. Yeah. So because of plus one, then I'm quite happy, and then I'm gonna reorganize to this law. So minus 1 will be x minus a over b, right? Okay, into minus 6 over bx plus 1, right? Something like that. I'm so sorry. Nicely done, Daniel. Yes. So I would suggest that you just draw this if it is confusing. Where is it? And then you'll be able to figure out the angle. Once you draw, you got the Euler form. It's really that. It's really that's the way to do it lah. Yeah, I don't like R. The R is the length.
How do I find that?
So the length of this. No, yeah, you just see it visually. What is the length of this line?
3.
Wonderful. Yes. I'm so I'm sorry. I'm stop. I'm stopping you there first, right? The process is great, but you're supposed to do that here lah. You're supposed to do that before you, in this case, root 4 lah. Before you root 4. There's a 4 here, right?
So I always just go Eulers first.
Yeah, so you always go Euler before you root. Because Euler form is very, very easy to root. So do that first lah, right? There won't be more difficult.
81 is also very easy to root.
Definitely very easy. Definitely very easy. Nothing is too difficult to Euler lah, if they make it nice. And they usually make the number nice lah.
So my R is 81 now.
Yeah, the length is 81, and then the EI 0 lah. 0, and don't forget 0, 0 plus 2 pi, 0 minus 2 pi. Right? If there are 4 answers, I'm guessing we need to plus one more time lah. I'm guessing lah. We'll see what happens later, no? Right.
So at the start, I list out all my things.
Correct. I find that to be extremely easy lah. Hey, but I'm supposed to have 4 answers. Let me check. Am I supposed to plus 4 pi? Am I supposed to minus 4 pi? Whatever. I'll find out later lah. I'll find out later. If I'm not sure which one to list, why don't I just list down 5? Not gonna harm me in any way, right? So to speak lah. So cube root everything and just write them down, right? Just write them down, it'll be fine. Because you're supposed to cube root, sorry, fourth root. If you're supposed to fourth root, just fourth root everything directly, no? So the first guy is definitely 3EI0, done already, right? Second guy, third guy, fourth guy, fifth guy, just comma, comma, comma. Nothing too complicated, right? So equal, I'm still checking the inverse, just to make sure that nothing is wrong. Oh, good. Okay. Echo, if you look at page 2 again, right? Notice that you make another mistake here, right? Which end up being a mistake there. And then it's very weird that you make a mistake here, but you still end up doing it correctly here. So I guess yellow is not a mistake. Did you see that?
Maybe I was correcting, but I didn't correct it.
Maybe. Would you please run through one more time and make sure that there are no mistakes? Because obviously the comparison may not work because of it. Right? Give it a try. You will be doing this anyway, right? That's a basic skill, so it will be nice to just practice. The plus minus 3. Plus 2 over 3, let me check. Plus 2 over 3. Plus 2 over 3. I'm not sure where the plus minus is, but
no, I'm reading from the answer. The answer says plus minus. The answer is plus minus 3 plus minus 3i. I don't see how the hell they got that, unless they have a very different method from you and me.
I'm so sorry. First of all, this is root 4, right? So all these are 4, 4, 4, 4. Will that be okay? It's root 4. Will this be okay? And that will solve your problem. It's not 2 over 3 pi, it's 2 over 4 pi, which is 90 degree, which totally solves your problem. Would that be okay?
Oh, okay.
Make sense? Makes sense, yeah? Might be me. I keep saying that that's root 3, right? Might be me. Might be me.
Maybe.
Right. So Keiko, after you fix that, could you do the comparison one more time and see what happened? Right? Just gonna erase everything, right? Just want to erase this.
Are we done for today?
That is, I guess that's 1.5 hours. Right?
Can we do
Yes,
something
that's
else on
okay.
Sunday? More productive. Because it feels like the last 2 lessons have been a bit of a waste.
Keiko, we'll call it a day for now, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to discuss with Daniel. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Right, Daniel, the topic or whatever you want to discuss in tuition, I usually let you decide, right? I suppose I control in some ways how to do it, right? So it was not very productive because the difficulty is too high, correct?
Yep.
For the Tuesday one now. Unless you want me to set the question, you set it lah.
Yes.
Right?
I think it's better
Right?
when you set. Thank you.
Yeah. The problem with me setting, I'll tell you straightforward. The problem is that I don't have a lot of IB questions. That does concern me a lot. It does.
Is it okay if I
IB
send
questions,
you like a worksheet from my school beforehand? Or like any material can I send you beforehand and then we go through it? Would that be better?
Daniel, you don't have to send me before. You don't have to.
Okay.
I disagree with you, I guess. I disagree with you that it was me unprepared. You put this question forward, and when we go and answer what? I have the feeling that you're a bit off frequency today, which is normal because that's how you do in Thursday.
No,
the moment you switch to tutorial, yeah,
I don't know
what
what's
happened
going
today?
on because you keep on trying to teach me like I know what's going on, but I do not remember anything. So then you make all these like jumps and stuff, and I'm like, you have to explain it to me like I'm relearning it again because I just need something to like restart my memory lah. And maybe the questions that we chose from last lesson to this lesson are not the best questions, but it's really just whatever I can find like at the given any moment's notice, you know.
So
how can we improve?
If you want to, yeah, how can we improve? Let's start from the tutorial.
Okay.
The tutorial is, I think, a very good place to start if you feel like you're off by a lot. If you feel like you're just blank.
Okay.
If it is a tutorial question, if you just have it beforehand, I think that's enough because we have time. It will be even better if you try first, but then again, blank so difficult. Fair enough. We'll just try to gather intuition. That, I think, will improve.
Okay.
As for your complex, probably it would be nice to spend more time. It's up to you when. But I think we're off to a good place already at this year. Yeah. Here is where we want to be, I feel. As you can tell, you're solving A and B reasonably, B by yourself, reasonably. Just make one small mistake, but you get it already. And the answer key seems to make sense to you. It's B, right? It's B, it's B, it's not C. Yeah, it's not C. Yeah. C will be slightly challenging to B, so feels like the right thing to do. So if you want to continue with complex, we already have the questions. pretty sure these are the useful questions.
Okay, I'll just give you my current plan. We can work around that. So, the two topics that I basically have no recollection of are vectors and this. So the vectors is all it's lines, planes, all the intersection, all that kind of stuff.
No problem. Yeah.
We are revising it a bit in school at the moment because I think my teacher has realized how we don't remember anything from year 5. So maybe we can go through vectors in June, perhaps. But I think from now until when June starts, we've about 2 weeks, right? We've got 3 more lessons. Can we just focus on complex? Can we go back to the start of complex? So, complex numbers.
This is the start of the Euler. So this is a fresh start. We need to start here because you're very uncertain about your Euler. This is a good place to start.
Yeah, the one I sent you, the one we're doing currently is assignment 1.5B. So
assignment sounds very good. Yeah.
There's assignment 1.5A and 1.5B for complex numbers.
I like it. Yes, I like it. I like assignments. Yeah. Remember last time we're trying to do that, it ended up being quite productive, right? We were discussing like Lauren or whatever, and then you go to assignment and then suddenly we're talking about real stuff. Yeah. Your assignment has been reliable. So totally agree with that. So that we leave with a good pace, would you like to do C? Maybe just before we close?
I have to meet someone at 9:15. So I gotta rush down.
Of course. Any disturbance for this Sunday?
Any disturbance? No, I do not think so. Let me double check.
I will see you on Sunday, I hope.
Yeah, nothing.
Right. I'll see you on Sunday for complex starting here. Wonderful.
Okay.
All right. Good job for today. I'll see you. Bye-bye.